Hi there, I'm back for another shave. Today is Sunday, October 20th, 2024, and it's a Formula One race day. That means I'll be using Undercut by 345 Soap Company. Undercut is a Formula One racing term. I'm not going to try to describe this verbally. But it is a strategy used by teams to pass cars by using a pit stop and the time differential between lap times on old tires and lap times on new tires. Undercut has, I wrote down the notes, Undercut has notes of lily, patchouli, sandalwood, vanilla, tobacco, cedar, and amber. And here's what the soap looks like. I definitely get the tobacco and amber and vanilla. I assume there's a sort of a light top note, which I assume is the lily. But let's get going with the shave. In addition to Undercut, I'll be using my Koraat 6/8 razor. This razor is made in the same form factor as the Philharmonica 13. So in Koraat terminology, this would be a Koraat 13 2.0. As usual, Ulrich has done an amazing job. I've used this razor many times. Let's get going. I'm going to wet the face and start in. Today's brush is a Chisel and Hound Gulf. It's named Gulf because these are the Gulf racing colors of yesteryear. I've been a Formula One and auto racing fan for a long time. Not really a NASCAR fan, but any type of race that has turns in multiple directions, I tend to be a fan of. I'm in the tub making a mess with loading with a very wet brush. And let's get the, this is a late in the day shave. So I need to make sure that the whiskers are really well hydrated. My goal after the shave is to go and watch the Formula One race today, which is the United States Grand Prix, which takes place in Austin, Texas at the Circuit of the Americas. Generally this time of year in Formula One, we kind of know who there's two aspects to Formula One. There's a driver's championship and there's a team championship. The most important one is the team championship. That's where the huge dollars are. And normally this time of the year, and at least for the past few years, we've known who was going to win the team championship and who was going to win the driver's championship. This year, the Drivers' Championship is not locked. but there's a good chance that will be won by Max Verstappen based on his performance earlier this year. Team championship is absolutely up for grabs, and that makes this part of this year more interesting to follow. Often by this race, I've kind of given up watching, because if there's no contest, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of not that interesting. And I don't just follow first place. I also am interested in midfield and certain drivers and certain teams, typically at the beginning of the year, and again once those tend to be established for how they're going to finish, then I sort of stop being interested. Oops, what am I doing here? So I'm going to go watch the race, which I have, which is done by now, but I have it recorded so I can just stream it. And then of course it's Sunday. I'm an American. That means there's football to watch. Football as in American football. Not the sport that the rest of the world calls football. But, you know, we do the hype well, and it's fun to follow. So I have a busy afternoon of sitting on the couch, eating junk food, and smoking cigars. Very, very productive. Clearly, it would serve me better to do something other than sit on the couch. But, you know, it's part of my duty as an American to spend my Sunday afternoons that way. Our razor is performing incredibly well. Ulrich knows his stuff. I don't remember. I know I've measured this razor. I've measured the bevel, the geometric bevel angle on this razor. I don't remember the exact value. But it's well within my range. Well within my range to adapt to it. And that, for me, is all that matters. if I can get my daily shave that is comfortable and BBS and not so close that I have to work 24 hours later to get to the stubble, then it's everything I need. So any razor that gives me that easily, without too much effort, fits the bill. And all of my razors, except for one, easily fit that bill. Believe it or not, my newest river razor has a bevel angle of over 19 degrees. And I can get great shaves with that razor, but I notice that. That's at the limit of me simply automatically adapting to whatever it is. I noticed that razor, I noticed it the first time I used it, that razor has a bevel angle that's outside what I typically use. And so when I use that razor, I'm aware of adapting to it. But I can get what I need out of that razor. And so, you know, if it meets my requirements, then it's good. Really enjoy this scent. This is also a soap that Johan Granath, Shavin Butcher, uses. And he often uses it on a day of the Grand Prix. I saw the video he released today, where he used a Westman soap. So I'm carrying the torch for Undercut today. I learned of Westman through watching Johan, and I'm a big fan of Westman soaps as well. I have two of them, two of the fragrances of Westman, and like many of the soaps that I've tried that come from the European continent, they are really, really good. Very interestingly done. Soap bases and scents, very interesting. I didn't mention it in yesterday's video on bevel angles and so forth, but I did when I was talking about shaving as a system, one of the most important things I left out was stretching. That's definitely a personal thing. You got to work out what you need to do to your skin to present your beard in such a way you can cut it efficiently. Now for me, around the mouth like this kind of stretch kind of pops the hair out. And I do an against the grain. If I do a 3-pass shave, I do an against the grain direction around the mouth. But this method for me does so well that it really isn't necessary for me to do a true against the grain pass. Obviously, your mileages may vary. All right, let me rinse up here. Really, really nice. Very comfortable, close shave. All right, final actor in this play is Undercut Aftershave. Has a good restrictor. This is not just a basic alcohol aftershave. It's got skin food. Oh man. Skin food and other things in it. I love the blast of fragrance you get from the aftershave. Always more detailed. You can pick up a lot more detail from this than you can from the soap, and that's true again if you have the fragrance. I do not have a fragrance for Undercut, so this is as good as it gets for me. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate all the questions and comments from yesterday's video. This one's kind of a just me doing a shave. But anyway, thank you, and I will see you in the next one.